for South Carolina GOP.
Can you hear me okay? The microphone's not working. All right. Got a little pollen, tired, sore throat. I've been on the road a lot, seeing South Carolina and seeing wonderful South Carolinians. That was an interesting way to start your meeting because it brings to my mind two documents. The Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution, both of which make specific references to God. Our founding fathers were inspired by God to create this nation. It is time for our government to put God back into government. This is better. Can you hear me? Good. I didn't want to come in here and yell at you, so this is better.
We're used to it.
So, we need God-fearing people back in government. We need God back in our schools. We need God in our communities. Because at the end of the day, if we rely on man's going to let us down. Only God's going to save us. And our country needs God more now than perhaps even when it was founded. It is time for the righteous to return to government. I do not put myself on a pedestal. I do not claim to be more holy or more religious or somehow better than anyone in this room. We're all equals. Every one of us are all equals. We have different tasks to perform for God. He gives us different tools. So we try each day as best we can to do God's will. But it's already planned. Your job going into the next couple of weeks is to decide who you would like to have run the South Carolina Republican Party. You've got Mr. Kissick. You know his record. I understand they've thrown in a couple more, I think probably to dilute my vote. I hope you're keeping up with me, and if you need information about my record, I'll be happy to answer your questions and tell you what you need to know, whether you agree with me or not. Because if I don't win, I'm still going to be your neighbor. I didn't come here to leave. This is it, South Carolina. Started in North Carolina, grew up in Georgia, lived as an adult in Georgia. God brought me down from north to the south. I'll finish up in South Carolina, if that's His will. I'll stick around as long as you would like after your business and answer any questions you have. So let me just finish up by saying this. You've got a decision to make before you decide between Mr. McKissick and Lynn Wood, or the other two candidates. And it's going to be the most important decision you make between now and May the 15th. And that question is, as a party, as the body politic of the party, as the people of the party, are you going to have an open, honest, and transparent election? Or are you going to let the powers that be do the same thing to you on May the 15th that was done to this nation on November the 3rd of 2020? I would urge you, whoever you're going to vote for, first make sure that your election has integrity. Amen. Because if you do not have election integrity, you do not have the rule of law. And if you do not have the rule of law, in time, you will lose your freedoms. Do not let it happen in South Carolina. What you do with the Republican Party is going to affect South Carolina. What South Carolina does is going to impact this country. South Carolina is a leader. You were a leader in the Revolutionary War. You were a leader in the Civil War. You started off by leaving, but ended up helping this country unite. Be a leader again, I would urge you. Show this country that South Carolina stands for honest elections. That South Carolinians will not tolerate any more of the rhino Republicans who say they support Trump only when he works for them, for their good, but they do not fight for Trump. I have fought for Donald Trump since November the 3rd of 2020. If he endorsed Mr. McKissick, I'm not clear on that, I don't care. He has his own reasons. I love him, I stand by him. I was honored when he asked me to meet with him last March, the day they declared the worldwide pandemic. I was honored when he called me right after the election to tell me that he won, that he would never concede, and he never will. And then he honored me in December when he called me again after I gave some remarks down December. I know that Michael Flynn and Sidney Powell and Mike Lindell and Bikers for Trump, I know that they all love Trump. Trump loves them. They all support me. But I don't need their support. I need your support. I need the support of your delegates. Be prepared if you're an alternative delegate. I need your support too. This is your party. I'm now one member of it. If you elect me, I want to represent you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I have no good old boy network connections. I don't have agendas for anybody except the people. I love the people. We, the people, elected Donald Trump. You, the people, will decide who will run your South Carolina Republican Party for the next 2 years. Make it honest. Despite the dishonesty of November, at the end of the day, truth prevails over lies. In time, you will see that Donald Trump has been, since November the 3rd of 2020 to this very day, the duly elected President of the United States. I promise you one thing for sure, that I've got enough time and I've got enough energy. God will give me the time and the energy I need. I will represent you, but until the truth comes out, I will never, ever, ever stop fighting for Donald Trump. Fight with me. Fight.